Just what went into you being able to have that kind of production in place of Pat last week?
First and foremost, I gotta give thanks to God. You know, without him, I don't think I would have been able to do that. And another two of my coaches, Coach McDonald for believing in me to get me here, and then Coach Vince for working with me constantly. Last year, it started way before this, and I think that's what led up to the production that y'all seen on Saturday.
What was that like to have that impact in a critical game?
It felt good, you know, like you get your people calling you and saying congratulations and stuff like that. But once again, like, it's all God.
When did you start seeing validation of the move to wide receiver for you was going to pay off?
I knew it pretty early on because I was more athletic. I was more running quarterback.
Sure.
You know, but I think I knew it pretty soon. But I just had some things I had to work through to be able to get to where I'm at now and continually improve.
What is that process like to get to a receiver, first time you're in college? Like, what were the biggest steps you had to take to be ready for that?
Just really understanding the position. I really didn't know how to catch, but working with Vince, working with Coach McDonald, they really taught me how to play the position, taught me how to catch, and taught me how to do the little things that receivers need to do to be successful.
What are the intricacies of catching? What was the biggest thing you had to learn there?
Like Coach McDonald said, see the point, catch the fat, and drill that in my head, and now it's coming a lot easier.
And Coach Bielema said that you just spent a lot of time with Isaiah, and he's made that same move. Like, how helpful has he been, maybe having done the same thing?
Yeah, he's been really helpful for me, because he constantly pouring into me. Like, we go to Bible studies with each other, and he constantly pouring into me there. So just that, him being my bigger mentor, like all the receivers, like Pat, Casey, just pouring into me, helping me to get to the position I'm at now. I can't thank them enough.
George talks all the time about the process,
right.
Especially for you as a true freshman.
Right.
It seemed like you bought into the idea of, I'm not going to worry about seeing the field.
Right.
You know, just I need to get this down. Like, right. How did that kind of get, like, did they present that kind of a path to you early on?
I mean, I knew I had to come in and work. I know I wasn't where I wanted to be, and that's still a process right now. Coach, like you said, Coach McDonald preached the process, and that's what I'm on right now. I'm on the journey, enjoying the process, instead of just wishing I was here or wishing I was there, just enjoying the little steps that it takes right now to get where I want to get.
I mean, I would have to imagine the weight room was a big part of last year.
Yeah,
what was that like? What was a daily weight gain process for you?
Yeah, they make the weight gain shakes in there. Lee and her staff are phenomenal with that, having it for us as soon as we get off the field. And another thing too, like I didn't have a workout regimen in high school because I was playing football, basketball, and baseball. But when I got here, just working with Coach Tank, that staff has been phenomenal in that aspect, building me into the man I am and continually building me throughout the season.
How much did your body change?
It changed a lot. I think my body fat percentage went up, but my weight went up, so that was really cool.
How much weight were you able to put on last year?
I think around like 10 pounds. I got up to like 190, 195, like 194, like. So a lot of weight from last year. So I was like 172 when I came in. So, you know, it's great.
I mean, it's a lot of change for you, in the last 2 years.
Right.
Just what's that been like, man? Just kind of adjusting to not only like college, but like everything about like your sports life changing. It seems like.
I don't know. Once again, like just pointing back to God. He's been helping me with this process. Like being in this process, enjoying the journey, like we was talking about, and. I don't know, just enjoying the process. So these prior 2 years has been fun.
If you guys win one more game, you're going to bowl.
Right.
You have a scenario where you could actually play for the Big Ten title.
Right.
Get some help. Right. What would that mean to you personally and for the team to get back in that situation? Go to Indy.
It'll feel good, but first we gotta get through Iowa and then the Northwestern. So just going 1-0 every week. And trusting the game plan, trusting what the coaches is telling us, what Coach B telling us, and just trusting in the process.
Ashton, your story has already kind of hit campus the minute you got here, especially with your parents.
Mm-hmm.
You've been able to. Can you put into words what it's like to like speak to classes like as early as you did, and just being able to tell your story?
I mean, it's just what I grew up in. It's been a pretty normal story for me. It really wasn't hard for me. As a kid, I really didn't understand it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know it was hard at that point. But as I grew up and looked back on it, my people, they really did love me. They tried their hardest to do everything for me, and I appreciate that for them. My grandparents, what they did helping my parents, that it's just been phenomenal, and that's all God. Like I can't express that enough. Just God did. Like God really helped me. Yeah.
Why do you believe in Coach McDonald's message to you as recruits so much to say, hey, we're going to put you in a position, never played,
Right.
teach you how to catch a ball? Like,
Right.
why do you believe in that as much as you did?
Cause he built that relationship with me. I knew I could trust him. We were just talking about it today, how Coach McDonald, his hardest thing to do is build trust with his players. And once I bought into what he was saying and actually listening to him and trusting what he said, a lot of things played out how it should.
Coach B talked after the game Saturday about you led the prayer on Friday with the team.
Mm-hmm.
Was that daunting for you? Was that to get up in front of everybody and do that for the first time?
Well, I was a little nervous, but I feel like that's what God called me to do. I pray to be a better leader every day. I want to be a better leader. I want to spread His gospel, how He wants me to spread it. I want to be the man He wants me to be, and I think stuff like that is what's gonna get me there. He says, "Consider it pure joy when you face trials and tribulations, that you may be complete, lacking nothing." I'm paraphrasing, but I want to be the man He wants me to be at the end. Like that little step right there is gonna build me. Maybe one day I'm speaking to the team because we need to win a Big Ten championship, you know what I mean? So just these little steps is what I want to do and be able to get where I want to get.
What's your relationship like with John, and how much belief is there in him?
There's a lot of belief in John, obviously, and it was great to have Luke back out there. There's a great battle going on right now, but my relationship with John has been really cool. Like them passes he made to me, and he coming up to me on the sideline saying, "Hey, bro, God did," because that's the relationship we got.
What does he